We are in 2026. That alone still feels strange to say. There was a time when 2026 sounded like science fiction. Now it is here. And with it, a future that is moving faster than most people realize. One of the biggest changes coming quietly and steadily is autonomous driving, self-driving cars. This is not a tech fantasy. This is reality. And for seniors, this is not a gadget. This is a lifeline. First, let's address the fear. When people hear self-driving car, the first thought is always, what if the computer fails? Or what if there's a glitch? That is natural. These cars are not run by one computer chip. They are built like aircraft systems. If one thing fails, a backup takes over. Multiple sensors, multiple processors, multiple systems checking each other. If something does not look right, the car slows down. If something disagrees, the system overrides it. If something fails, something else takes over. This is not fragile technology. It is a computer center on wheels. A human has no backup. A machine does. That matters. Now let's talk about how new technology always arrives. Every major technology in your lifetime followed the same pattern. ATMs, the internet, cell phones, GPS, online banking, Amazon. At first people said, I don't trust it. Then they tried it. Then they relied on it. Then they could not live without it. GPS is the perfect example. You trust it without thinking. You let it guide you through places you do not know. When it makes a mistake, you wait for it to correct. And it does. Autonomous driving is simply GPS with a steering wheel. Same logic, same data, different output. Technology always moves this way. First it advises, then it assists, then it automates. Now the human factor. This is not an attack on people. This is reality. Human drivers get tired, distracted, emotional, medicated, impatient, overconfident, sometimes drunk, sometimes high, sometimes just not paying attention. Good people make mistakes, not because they are bad, but because they are human. People fall asleep at the wheel. People miss red lights. People zone out. It just happens. A human driver is a single-point failure system. One brain, one mood, one moment of inattention. No backup. Add road rage, guns, teenagers with new licenses, people fresh out of jail, people having bad days, and you realize something important. You never know who is in the other car? That is the real risk. A machine has no mood, no ego, no rage, no fatigue, no impulse. It does not escalate. It avoids. Aging and dignity. Medical technology is advancing fast. People are living longer, reaching 90, reaching 100. That is becoming more realistic every year. Driving was never designed for 90-year-olds. We do not want a 95-year-old gripping a steering wheel at night in the rain. We want him sitting, comfortably saying, take me to the grocery store, take me to the doctor, take me to lunch. That is not loss of independence. That is preserved independence. He is not asking, he is instructing. That is dignity. A long life should not become a small life. Single seniors and dependents. If you are single and you cannot drive, you depend on other people. You wait, you ask, you hope. As Blanche Dubois said, I depend on the kindness of strangers. That is not a plan. That is vulnerability. Autonomous vehicles remove that. You do not ask. You do not wait. You go. That is freedom. You may not even need to own a car. This future is not about everyone buying robot cars. It is about transportation as a service. You press a button, a car arrives. You get in, you go. No insurance, no maintenance, no repairs, no stress, just movement. That is a gift to seniors. Driving is not fun anymore. The idea that driving is fun is outdated. Driving today is traffic, tension, aggression, vigilance, and risk. That is not recreation. That is work. At this stage of life, you are not chasing thrills. You are protecting life. The real point. This is not about technology. This is about dignity, autonomy, safety, reach, independence, and peace. This is about aging without shrinking. This is about living longer and living freely. The future is here. It is around the corner. And it is not something to fear. It is something to prepare for. It is something to welcome. Closing. I never thought I would see 2026. But here it is. And the future is not frightening. It is hopeful. Because a long life should not be a dependent life. This is not loss of control. This is removal of burden. And that is a future worth welcoming. Please hit like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video, and neither will others.